Choosing which board to use is the hardest part of this whole process. So I think I'm gonna do one that's all skate veneers, which are these. And again, if you don't know how to get those pieces, I do have a video on that as well that I'll link in the description and up top. And then I really like the yellow that's in this veneer. But this board actually is cracked in the middle a little bit, but I think I can get enough 9-inch pieces out of it to make it work. So I'm gonna try to do that and then use maybe some walnut, maybe a little Paduke, maybe some ash, just have some fun with it. So after sanding these, I just want to run them through the planer to make sure everything is flat so the glue up goes together without a hitch. So now that everything is planed down, sanded, and smooth, what we want to do is glue up these pieces. It's not super important, but if you're OCD like I am, I like to make sure that my pattern is laid out perfectly. So for this specific skate veneer, each side has a brown side and a blue side. So I matched up those sides and kind of flip-flop them every two. Again, that's not super important. You can really do it however you want. You can also do multiple colors if you want. I mean, there's no rules to this. We're just having fun. I don't know about you guys, but glue ups make me hungry, so I'm gonna go get some food. Alright, I think I've made a final decision after much deliberation with all the important people in my life. Which pattern should I use, Noodle? I think I came to the decision that I do want to wrap the veneers around the outside. I want to do Paduke in the middle, and I want some ash and walnut to be on the inside. So I'm going to thin this walnut down, but of course there's a problem. It's woodworking. Why would there not be a problem? Is it even a woodworking project if it doesn't have a problem in it? These are only 8 inches long, so leave it in the comments below. Pause. Make all bets with your friends. Make a bet with me. Let me know if you think these are going to run through my Wen planer. No cheating. Well, here goes nothing. this is what I want for the center of my bottle opener. And then I'm gonna use these to go around the outside, which I think is gonna look so sick with the Padauk and the orange that just happened to be on the skate veneer. But I don't wanna glue these on with the first glue up because I gotta cut 45s to make it a seamless transition, because I don't want some crap like this. I mean, it just doesn't look good. So we're gonna do it the right way, make it look fire. So what I want to do is I'm going to first glue this up. I'm going to plane this down to get it to the thickness that I want it. And then I'm going to figure out how large these are each supposed to be to go around the outside. And then after that, we're in pretty good shape. So if you're really paying attention, you'll see that my shirt changed, because it is indeed a new day. The next step is to unclamp this, and then we're going to plane both of these down. You know what that means, another planing montage. And then we're going to get the skate veneers glued up around this, and I'm really, really excited to get that done. So another very important step that I want to mention is once you have this planed down a good ways, close to the width of these veneers, you want to run the veneers and this piece through the planer at the same time to make sure that they are the exact same thickness. The reason being is that we're going to glue a piece of this on the top here like this, and that's going to be going against the grain through the planer if we glue it together and then run it through the planer, and we do not want to have problems with that, so we're going to go ahead and do it right now. So I ran into a problem. While I was cutting these pieces down on these 45s, I was using my miter box because my table saw is a little broken right now, and it kept blowing them out. I kept having tear out, and it was just running cracks through the center of these veneers, and I only have so much of these veneers left. I mean, if you recall at the beginning of the video, I said it was going to be hairy trying to get as much as I needed in the first place. So what I did was I put a stop block behind it, but it was already close to too late. Luckily, I think I'm gonna be able to save the project. I'm just gonna have to cut the bottle opener down a little bit, make it a little bit smaller, which I think will be totally fine. I mean, if anything, it's gonna work better because the magnets will be closer together. And that, with the backer on the miter box, made it so I wasn't getting any more tear out and my 45s are going together perfect. So don't be afraid to pivot on a project and make sure that it just comes out like you want it, because there's no point in putting out a project that you're not 100% happy with. So now we can finally do the glue up on this. Even with the problems that we had with cutting the 45s, I think this thing glued up perfectly, so we're gonna let this sit overnight. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll take it apart and we'll finish this up. looking pretty good. That came out perfect. I'm really happy about that. Even though it's a little bit shorter where this is gonna sit, I still think it's gonna be a very nice size, perfect for a refrigerator, so consider me stoked. All right, well, let's settle in for the day and get this thing finished up. Well, if you're a woodworker, or if you're not, but you just watch this channel a lot, you know sanding is a part of life. So let's hit these both with a quick 120 to 150 grit sandpaper to smooth them up, and then we'll move on to the next step. Make sure that your magnets sit flush with the back of the piece. So another real quick tip, before you put the magnets in, which I didn't do with this one, luckily it all worked out fine, but I did do with this one, is I drilled the pilot holes to make sure I knew where the beer opener was gonna sit and those screws are gonna go through so it wouldn't interfere with the magnets. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's video, everybody. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. If you want to see more, you can check out my last video where I make coasters out of broken skateboards. If you want to see what I'm up to on the day-to-day and get more behind-the-scenes content, check me out on Instagram at Beer City Woodworking. And other than that, job well done. Cheers, and we'll see you on the next one.